Hey guys, 5 minutes of DD here, back at it again with another video. So today I wanted to talk about Sesen Bio, or ticker symbol SESN. I think this stock is gonna blow up in 2 or 3 weeks based on the news coming up. So let's start the due diligence. Okay, so what exactly does Sesen Bio do? They're basically a late stage company developing fusion protein medicines. They focus on killing cancer cells while minimizing toxicity. Okay, so what's so special about the company? The company's lead drug Vicinium is in the phase 3 trial, and they already completed phase 1 and phase 2, and they're looking to treat bladder cancer. Not only are they looking to treat bladder cancer, but they're also looking to treat head and neck cancer, and they already completed phase 1 and phase 2 in the United States for head and neck cancer. Okay, so if you go to the investors tab and you click the January 2021 business update, you can see more about their company. So what exactly is Vicinium and what is their mechanism of action? They basically target cancer cells while generally sparing healthy cells. It inhibits protein synthesis and kills both rapidly proliferating and slow growing cancer cells, and they're effective against multi-drug resistant cancer cells. Okay, so when I went to Vicinium's clinical profile, the thing that stood out the most was the encouraging survival data. Their OS is 98% at 12 months and 2-year OS is 96% versus a 94% for the general population at 2 years. Okay, so if you want to look at Vicinium's phase 1 and phase 2 data, I'll link their SEC filing containing all the data in the YouTube bio. Okay, so now that I've recently talked about Sesen Bio's lead drug Vicinium, let's see about Sesen Bio's partners. So Sesen Bio partnered with Hikma Pharmaceuticals. And why is Hikma Pharmaceuticals a big thing? Is because they're a public company that's headquartered in London with a market cap greater than 6 billion and greater than 2 billion in annual revenue. Not only that, but they have global connections everywhere. They have operations in greater than 50 countries, and they also have 2,000 sales and marketing employees in the MENA region. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know what MENA means, it basically stands for Middle East, North Africa. And these are all the countries that Hikma Pharmaceuticals have distribution to. Okay, so their second partnership is with Kilo Pharmaceutical. And why are they important? Because they're the top 10 pharmaceutical company in China with greater than 3 billion in annual revenues. They're also the second largest clinical team in Chinese big pharma. They're also focused on biosimilar and innovative drugs with nearly 40 years of clinical development experience. Not only that, but they also have a dedicated team of nearly 5,000 employees in sales, marketing, and medical. The big thing that came out of this partnership with Kilo Pharmaceuticals is this. Kilo will be the marketing authorization holder and will have the exclusive rights to develop, manufacture, and commercialize Vicinium in the Greater China region. Okay, so not only do they have the Middle East and North Africa distribution, but with this partnership, it secures the Greater China region. Okay, so let's talk about their 2020 financial highlights. They're basically focusing on strengthening the balance sheet while minimizing dilution, which is really important for low cap stocks. In the year 2019, they have 48 million, and now they have, and this is 2020, which is last year, they had 55 million. Their stock price also increased by 30%, and their market cap also increased by 70%. The biggest thing that stood out to me was that they have no outstanding debt. And if you go to a previous SEC filing, it also says they have no outstanding debt and 42 million in cash. Why is this important? Is because no debt means that they don't really have to do share dilution and they don't need to change their share structure. And having 42 million in cash means that they can just focus on getting their FDA approval for Vicinium. So if you go in their PR on December 21st, 2020, they basically summarized their recent events, and it says that they announced the submission of the completed BLA to the FDA for Vicinium for the treatment of high-risk BCG unresponsive non-muscle invasive bladder cancer on December 18, 2020. So within 60 days of this, which is February 16th around, the FDA will tell the company that if they accepted the filing or not, and whether the BLA has received priority review under its existing fast track designation. So what does this mean is that before February 16th or on February 16th, they'll basically know that if their BLA gets approved, then this is a strong catalyst for them to get FDA approval. Okay, so the reason why I think this is really easy to tell that they're gonna get their BLA submission approved is that if you look here, it says our strong non-clinical and clinical data, in addition to our positive comparability data, give us confidence in the regulatory path forward. I would like to thank the entire Sesen Bio team and our regulatory and manufacturing partners for their tireless dedication in helping us to complete the BLA submission. Also, another thing is that they say that the results of the market research conducted by the company show that when given the choice between Vicinium and Keytruda, doctors will choose Vicinium over 80% of the time. If approved by the FDA, Vicinium could be the best in-class treatment option for patients. Okay, so I feel like Sesen Bio is giving their investors a lot of clues that they will be getting this BLA submission done. Also, if you look at their most recent PR, which was published on February 1st, they basically say that they announced successful application orientation meeting with the FDA. And a big thing I saw over here was that We are pleased with the outcome of Friday's 90-minute meeting with the FDA, said Dr. Cannell, President and Chief Executive Officer of Sesen Bio. We continue to believe Vicinium has a favorable risk-benefit profile, which positions it to be the best in class. Another thing is that they said that if the file is accepted in the following 2 to 4 weeks, the company expects to receive a decision on the following 3 terms: priority versus standard review, target PDUFA date for approval, necessity of an FDA advisory committee meeting. So they're basically saying if this BLA submission gets approved, there's 3 more catalysts before this FDA approval. Okay, so I did a little more digging. I looked in their SEC filings to see if I could find anything, and I came across this page where they described their progress in 2019 with the FDA. There was 4 meetings that really went well for them, and it allowed them to initiate the BLA submission for Vicinium in December 2019. The way I look at it is, why would the FDA sit down with them for 90 minutes and have an engaging conversation if they didn't see any potential in them and if they weren't interested in Vicinium? I feel like the company just left a lot of good clues for us to pick up. If this stock doesn't get the love it's supposed to, and it could be the next BNGO stock. Because if February 16 goes well and if they get their FDA approval and then they come out with their revenues, why wouldn't the stock be easily worth $20? Okay, so that's the end of my due diligence. I just want to quickly say that I don't usually like to get in stocks that are pending FDA approval, because of the chance that the FDA doesn't get approved. But I feel like Sesen Bio left a lot of clues on why an FDA approval should be coming this year. This is still a risky play since there's no press release saying there's a 100% chance of an FDA approval. Also, I tried my best to put a lot of information in 5 minutes, so please do your own due diligence and don't just base your investment decisions on this video. Also, keep in mind that I won't be uploading too many stocks since I like to keep my stocks limited. This has been your boy 5 Minutes to Didi, and I'm out.